So ever since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, Drake has been trying his hardest to act like that wasn't the biggest distraction in his career since his beef with Pusha T. And when it came out today that Drake had withdrew his petition accusing Spotify and Universal Music Group of illegally boosting stream numbers for Not Like Us, I didn't even know such a lawsuit existed. But also, this is probably the lamest thing you can do as a rapper when you're in the middle of a beef with another rapper. I figured it was an unspoken rule that you solved your problems through song, like in High School Musical, but with less dancing. But apparently this wasn't a full lawsuit, but rather a petition, which is basically something you do before you actually sue someone. That doesn't make Drake look any better, especially when you see all the things this little pussy was complaining about. So after this tweet, I saw this one that said, Drake alleges in the lawsuit that UMG permitted content creators such as Kai Cenat, ZS, No Life Shaq, RDC Gaming, and the Cartier family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims this lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits for both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. Will someone let this giant vagina know that's how rap beefs go? This is how rap beefs play out? Imagine if he got into a beef with someone who isn't old enough to not make dumb decisions like shoot you. All he had to do was drop music and move past it, but now he just exposed to everyone that not only were his feelings hurt, but he also feared for his life over a song. One of the streamers listening to the lawsuit even gave his thoughts on being one of the people Drake said added to all this controversy.
This nigga Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. There's no way you got us in this case, dawg. Nigga, we chillin', having fun. And you got us listed in the case? Oh, this gotta be the softest nigga ever, dawg. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway. Whether we got paid or not. Nigga, we still was gonna react. Drake, you must be new here.
Yeah, like I don't understand what Drake thought this was going to do. They reacted to a song like they've done with hundreds of other songs. Why would yours be any different, you actual idiot? So if you guys were to Google Drake lawsuit PDF, it should be one of the first links that pops up. And let me tell you, this shit is hilarious. The hilarity is insane with this one. And not even just because this is an 80-page document complaining about a 5-minute song, but just listen to this insanity. Hilarious insanity. So just to show you guys, this is the official petition Drake filed. You can see it names Drake as the plaintiff and UMG as the defendant. Now after that is the introduction, which can only be read next to a campfire with the surrounding camp noises of the wilderness. So they start off by quoting the UMG CEO, a single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity, and while it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes. Sir Lucian Grainage, Chief Executive Officer of UMG. But now, the real story begins. In the middle of the night on May 7th, 2024, an armed group of assailants drove up to the Toronto house in which Drake and his family resided. Drake was inside. The car stopped in front of the residence. Someone yelled, "Fuck Drake!" and at least one gunman began to open fire. One bullet went through the security gate and hit Drake's front door. Another bullet struck and wounded a security guard, who was also one of Drake's friends. While the car drove away, Drake and the others in the house summoned help for the security guard and did everything possible to keep him alive. During the nearly 30 minutes it took for the ambulance to arrive, Drake and others labored to keep the man alive by applying pressure to the gun wounds with towels. Blood was everywhere. After the security guard arrived at the hospital, surgeons worked quickly to remove the bullet, stop the bleeding, and save his life. Though it took days for his condition to stabilize, thankfully, the security guard survived. The very next day, May 8th, 2024, a different intruder used his bare hands to dig a hole under the security fence surrounding Drake's Toronto house. He managed to dig deep enough to squeeze through and enter Drake's property. Fortunately, Drake's home security guards caught him before he was able to cause any physical harm, although the trespasser managed to yell racial slurs and threats against Drake before being escorted off the property. On May 29th, 2024, the very next day, another break-in attempt happened. In the 2 decades leading up to May of 2024, although Drake was constantly in the public eye, nothing remotely like these events had ever happened to him or his family. But these events were not coincidental. They immediately followed and were proximately caused by UMG's actions leading up to and on May 4th, 2024. And basically after that, the petition goes on to allege that all of this happened because of how popular UMG, Universal Music Group, let Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us get. In one section, he even accuses UMG of using bots to boost the song's streaming numbers, even saying that a whistleblower was said to have received a payment of $5,000 and a percentage of whatever the song makes after they boost the streams. But that's just one of the things Drake and his lawyers are complaining about, and honestly, it's the most valid one, because here are some of the other things he said were direct causes of Kendrick's song being released. So this is still part of the introduction, but it says, the mob-like response to the recording continues to unfold on and offline. Recently, flyers were plastered all over Toronto with a photo of Drake and a Canadian YouTuber who was sentenced to 3 years in prison for sexual assault with the words, Canadian sex predators gotta stick together, and then this is the flyer in question. Now, this is the first of me seeing this. I don't even think this went viral in the way it's about to go after everyone outside of Canada sees this. Like, this being leaked is only adding to what Drake doesn't want. A couple pages down, I shit you not, they start listing off and complaining about different lines in the song. Of course, you got the A minor line, hide his little sister from him, the OV ho line, and it's like, dog, imagine an 8 Mile after Eminem did his freestyle, the guy's like, yeah, I'm suing you. All these people are laughing at me because you decided to call me Clarence, and I don't approve of that. Like, suing someone for what they said about you in the middle of a rap beef, like you didn't say anything back, is some pussy shit. But let's continue. He then tries to say that his house being the cover image put him in danger, saying any person who views, listens to, or streams the recording on one of these platforms can view the image. And then they put up 4 screenshots of the single like this wasn't just a Google Earth screenshot that I'm sure a diehard fan already had somewhere. And even if they didn't, there are literal articles that get written when he buys a new house, and those go into detail. It then mentions how the spewing hate against Drake has not been limited to social media, referring to when they change the names of Drake's house to things like Drizzy Touches Kids, Drizzy's Funtime Chamber, and A Minor. What's funny is that the person who took this screenshot was apparently next to something else that also had its name changed. They turned that neighborhood into his own version of Neverland Ranch. It then starts listing off quotes that apparently people have said after listening to Not Like Us. I don't know how they got these. They don't even quote who said them. But like, some of them are, every time I think of Aubrey, now I just sing Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile in my head. Drake may or may not recover from this, but either way, shit's never gonna be the same for him after this song. He can't escape from it, creepy pedo ass. This whole thing is beyond brutal at this point. Kendrick must truly fucking hate Drake for some reason. Makes me inevitably think there might be some real merit to these pedophile claims. Sorry Drake, Kendrick is literally making me think it. Jesus Christ, talk about winning a rap beef. Laughing emojis. Now I know there had to have been better quotes than that. Like, these people listen to that Kendrick song only and then never listen to another one ever again. Like, the quote above this refers to Kendrick as KL. Me trying to fit in with my black friends and I refer to Kendrick as KL. Oh, my bad. I meant Kendrick Lamar, right? KL? You guys don't call LeBron James LB? This next part is my favorite section in the lawsuit because they actually pick out specific parts of the music video and were like, this is him making fun of Drake in this way. And it's like, yeah, no shit. The song wasn't praising him. But they point out stuff like the hopscotch scene where he says the A minor line, the part where they're in the shipping container associated with sex trafficking. And I didn't even realize that at first. But they even bring up, and I shit you not, the part of the video where the Al Pinata is being hit. They might as well have just pointed out each frame of the video with how much they're bitching about it. Like, they even complain about UMG retweeting and making posts about Kendrick's song. Like, that isn't what a label is supposed to do. Like, Drake really wanted UMG to be like, I don't know, Kendrick, I don't know if we can release this. This is kind of a little too mean. We don't want to be seen as bullies here. I don't think we can release this to the public. Now, the most pathetic part of the lawsuit is when he accuses UMG of letting streamers react to his song without giving them a copyright claim. I did briefly mention this earlier, but look, when you gotta start complaining about people who aren't even associated with what you and Kendrick got going on, you know you're a man hurting inside. Drake's feelings were so hurt that he couldn't stand the fact that streamers were reacting to a diss track about him, which is actually the dumbest thing I have ever heard because there is a video of Kai reacting to Drake's diss track, but not only that, Drake DMs him to let Kai know about it beforehand. Something Kendrick didn't do, but is Kendrick suing Drake? No, because he's not an actual loser. And then, just to add the little cherry on top to solidify Drake as the biggest crybaby in the whole world, Universal Music Group put out their own statement after everything got leaked, and they basically said that, hey, you're retarded for even thinking we do any of these things you claim. Even calling him out for promoting other beefs he had with other rappers, while also being signed to UMG himself. Drake is signed to Cash Money Records, which is owned by UMG. So this actual idiot was trying to sue the same company that distributes his music. Can someone say retard alert?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class! Do you believe in a flying spaghetti monster too, Bubblehead?
It's kind of funny how towards the end they just throw up another random picture that I have also never seen before I opened this lawsuit, but it's him, Epstein, and Harvey Weinstein. But yeah guys, if you want to see all of this and more, just Google Drake's lawsuit and it should be one of the first links that pops up, or at least it was for me. But by the time this video comes out, I will be at my brother's and I will be back Friday night. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Until then, peace.